So I hope people have had a chance to read the report. I'm very happy to take any questions about the report. And also you've got Tony and Carrie on the call as well, and also Ivor. So if anybody's got any questions on the report, we would love to hear them. The key thing really is that this really is a report that the people that have read it and fed back to us have said it's absolutely impressive, because there's very few companies, especially in this space, that actually have these types of resources, because most companies don't really want to share what they're doing, because unfortunately they're not doing very much. But for us, when we started the GNG opportunity, it was all about delivery. And for us, delivery is the key to success, both as a company, but also it should be now as a community as well. So the whole report really emphasizes delivery, first year delivery. And for us, the key thing again is that we have a strong community backing our own Penguin token. It's something that you should feel really proud of. The report is much longer. Obviously, it really goes into more details, but it gives you specifics in terms of the details as well. But we've got the usual sections like what are the unique selling points. We always get asked this question: what's unique about GNG? How can I promote it to people? How can I make people see the value in it? So this report, really, if you haven't read it, you do need to have a read over and really highlight for yourself, because I think again everybody is very different in terms of what they read and what they take in and then what they share. But you need to find the points that appeal to you, because the ones that appeal to you will be the ones that you'll feel most excited to share with other people. Of course, sharing the report in its totality is great, but if you're talking to people, then you need to see what you like about it. The executive summary and this report also has been written in a very business type manner, because we really want people to see that this is a serious business. It's a serious business opportunity. The delivery side of it is very serious as well, and everything that we do has that business element to it, because we want to build long-term sustainability within the GNG opportunity. We're not here just to test the market or see how things run, or run a business for a year and fill our pockets. We're here to give back as much as we can so that we can keep this running for a very, very long time. And for those who know, there's a long-term strategies, a long-term vision for not only the first token, but for many tokens to come as well. So this is just the start for us. So the executive summary really talks about, everything that's been operational. It talks about our market. It talks about the product and portfolio. Our key partnerships and developments and collaborations that we have, and we're really moving swiftly towards the Web 3.0 space as well. And you'll see that there's a lot of things coming in that space as well. So we're really taking this business into the future and looking at the future developments and how we can strengthen ourselves within those future developments as well. So, we're very serious about what we're doing, and we hope people, when they read this report, can see how serious we have been in terms of our delivery as well. Then you've got a section which is key achievements. It talks about our financial performance, which I think is really, really important. Again, openness and transparency of such reporting has not been seen. I mean, I've been in, an entrepreneur for many, many, many years, but I've also been in a number of, at least 3 companies, but I've never seen any reporting where they talk about their financial performance, or where they're very specific about money in, money out, and how that's grown over a period of time. So for us, openness and transparency.
You're talking about the network company.
Sorry, Carrie?
This is you talking about the network companies that you joined before.
Oh, yes.
That there is never transparency out of it. And I can confirm that, because they always, they tend to, they are not telling everything out. We are telling everything out. So that's why we are completely different. Different.
Absolutely. And the other reason why we do that is because that is the strength in people trusting us, and also the strength in us moving towards more external auditing as well. We like to keep our books well managed from day one, so that we, when we have our external auditors come in, the job is not just easy, but it's been done to that professional level that it should be, because it is a serious and it is a real business. So, we talk about our customer satisfaction, community satisfaction as well. We can only base that on, what we do or what we deliver. Of course, there's always openness for the community to feedback. And I think we've been very, what's the word I'm looking for? Receptive to what our community has said as well, be it changes to the com plan.
We are listening with open ears.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we do take feedback very seriously. And some of that seen in, just the number of emails that we've sent out, not just for communication purposes, but also for answering people's queries as well. And then, of course, the strategic insights, talking about agility and adaptability is really important in business, And I hope that people, when they read this report, will read it with all of these key things in mind, that we are really a serious business. And when we decided that we were going to come into business, we wanted to really change the way things had been done, because we'd seen that so many companies came in with the best of intentions, but then unfortunately didn't deliver on very much. And for us, that's exactly what we wanted to turn around. So it gives you a lot of information, and it is a very nice read. We've had some great feedback. We've had some feedback from corporate people as well, saying that they really like the report and it's been very, very well written. So please make sure that you take your time, take your time to read it. And of course, this is a tool that we are going to be using now. Corporate we have the Token 2024 event in Dubai coming up week of the 15th. So we will be using these types of tools to really engage with other larger organizations as well at these events. But this is something that you can use, to get people into your community for GNG as well. Again, how it works, a very simple step by step. And I think this is the key especially for building the communities, that you really do need to keep it simple. And there's just 6 things here that really show how simple it is. And if you follow these, it's what creates the sustainability. We call this the perfect synergy model, or the wheel of wealth. And this is what will keep this whole business running for a very, very long time, as long as we all commit to this moving forward. Our unique selling propositions, well, there's so many, but this section gives you, again, the key thing here really is about our percentages and our openness and our numbers. 50% going towards community bonuses, 45% towards the Penguin token economics, and 5% for operational costs. And really, for any other company or for anything else you've been in, there's nothing there. There's nowhere where 95% has gone back to community in some shape or form. And that's also reflected in our weekly payouts, people earning fantastic income from the GNG opportunity. But, this, we want to create a happy and functional community. And that's our unique selling proposition for people looking at us for the first time. We're also working with fantastic leaders within, the Web 3.0 space. Our NFTs are fantastic brand building NFTs. We have the storyboards. We have so much that enhances our unique selling propositions compared to other companies out there. So it's really worth you spending the time again to have a look at this. And we've got these fantastic quotes, the summary quotes. In our first year in business, we paid out over 1.8 million in community rewards. I mean, that's a huge amount of money. And if we think about the size of our community, it's not such a big community, Carrie. I hope you can agree with this as well, in terms of the number of people we have.
This is still the smallest, but not very long. After this report and after this Zoom, and all the information that you are about to deliver, people will go crazy. And I'm so excited. I'm sorry, I'm just been waiting for this for so long time, when we release the full reports and the numbers, what is going to get out. So it's insane what we are able to do. But yeah, looking forward to that. So continue, please. It's
fantastic.
We are small yet, but that's why all of you over there has the biggest opportunity.
Yeah, fantastic. So these, these quotations are really summaries on most of the pages as well. So, it's a good way to use these points as well to summarize to people what this is about. Timing again, and I think this is really reflective of numbers that Tony will present, that timing in business is really what makes everything possible. And the fact that we've got into this business at the right time, and we can see that the cycle, even within crypto and the NFT space, are going to allow us to make this wealth over and over again. It's such an exciting adventure for us as well in this space. And timing in business is vital, and getting in at the right time is even better. And I think we have really managed to secure that in terms of our timing, not only for when we started, but for moving forward as well, because we're seeing these cycles play out now within the crypto space as well. So this 600% rise we've talked about is something that is very much achievable within this space. So again, there's a section here, and this maybe answers some of the questions about those that came up around the NFTs as well. But NFTs are real world use cases, and you really need to understand that NFTs is not just about art, but it's about this transition from traditional markets onto the blockchain via NFT and what that actually means moving forward. And that, coupled with digital ownership and the growth of digital asset users, is really the key to the business for us here at GNG. So again, that innovation in finance, innovation in so many technologies that are traditional moving onto blockchain via NFTs is really pivotal for us in the GNG opportunity, because that's the information that tells us that where we're putting our money is the right place moving forward. And we're already starting to see the gains from that, from the numbers that Tony gives us every month. Again, why is GNG a unique opportunity? This really talks about the external factors, Technavio and the other reports that we've cited in terms of this. But again, we've got some fantastic figures here. Our increase in revenue has been up 133% over the year. The Penguin token has gone up by 160% by the community's strength. And our community token holders is up to 4,672. And the great thing is that these are real numbers. We don't have to hype anything that we do, because everything is there, the reality of the business, the real numbers, and that should create confidence not only in you, but in also new people looking at the opportunity as well, that we are doing it the right way and we are sharing the right information for you to really grow moving forward. Also have to mention some of the partnerships we've made here. We've got a fantastic person who's worked on a number of projects, building the user interface for the payouts of the commissions, and that's all going to be on ready for Web 3.0. We also have people like Eamon Caffey, who's a fantastic partner with us, who works not only on the storyboards and the NFTs, but also gives us a lot of strategic insight into how things are going to change for Web 3.0. And there's some really, really exciting stuff coming, and we will share that with you as we move forward in terms of how we move the whole business into the Web 3.0 space. And that's going to be really phenomenal, and probably we will be, again, the first ones to do that within the network marketing space. So we're breaking grounds in so many places here, but you just need to understand what we do and why we do it and how we've done it. And this report really summarizes all of those things. So again, I don't keep on saying it, but if you haven't read the report, it really is worth a read. We talk about the key things: community, product, Penguin token, and corporate, all working together. This is our perfect synergy, the whole robust business working together for the common goal, and that's really to build the value and the long-term value in our token moving forward. Then we've talked about facts and figures. Again, breakdown by average age, how many men and women we have. The men are slightly more than the women, but I know we've got some fantastic women leaders that have joined recently, and I know that number is going to even out very, very soon. Some figures about our average spend, which is higher than most companies actually in this space, having an average spend of $804 per person is a very big number for such a small number of people in our community at the moment, and growing, of course. Then our distribution of our
I just have to remind that, the recent weeks has been totally different number. That number is averaged from the day one, which is still a huge number. But then we already reached the point that I never seen any company before for the past weeks. I didn't leave. I left. Anyway, so the numbers I see now, people joining is just incredible. And the amount of people joining is just, we are already number one in the industry. Only small numbers, but when we can multiply that, and I know we will soon, so I'm just looking forward to get a little bit more information. Just we're doing fantastically.
Yep, that's absolutely very true. We've distributed a number of NFTs, and we're holding a number of NFTs as well. So, obviously this is, again, work in progress, people putting their MetaMask in and us distributing the NFTs. But in total, it's 11,094 NFTs that have been sold. And you have the distribution number and the holding number there as well. But again, this is fantastic. We do monthly airdrops. Again, if you haven't had your NFTs, or if you're still waiting to get your NFTs, and make sure that you're MetaMask addresses in the back office so that we can get those across to you. But people are enjoying the NFTs. We're getting good feedback. I know that some countries are using them for different resources as well. So really enjoying working with the Sophisticated Penguin brand. Again, countries by users, we listed out, and we've listed the numbers as well there. So if you can find your country and you need to know how much work you need to do to get to #1 spot. At the moment, of course, we have Japan leading the way, but they're not far behind. Romania is not far behind. Even Norway's not, well, Norway's a little bit far behind. We have work to do, obviously, is the question here. You know, if your country is falling behind, then it's your responsibility to push people into the GNG opportunity, and the report is probably the best tool to use for that. Again, we've just highlighted on this page, just to make this a bit more exciting, the key kind of things, you know, 100% on our weekly payouts. We're really proud to have committed to that and stuck with it. I think there's only been one occasion, again, not due to us, but due to third parties, where we've not been able to do our weekly payouts been delayed, but everything else has been delivered. 52 storyboards, a storyboard a week we committed to, we delivered. You know, the number of NFTs sold, the token holders, it's all there. Our increase in revenue, training Zooms, we've had over 50, apart from 2 Sundays off, I think, in the whole year, which is phenomenal. So, you know, if you're not turning up to Super Sundays, we definitely are. We committed to it and we delivered on it. And currently, or at reporting of the first year report, we've distributed 37 million tokens have been gifted through the sale of our brand building NFT. So again, fantastically moving forward on delivery on that as well. The center pages is basically a picture speaks 1,000 words, and I really like these 2 pages because it's all the storyboards put together, and when you open it up as an A4 booklet, it's just visually it looks really, really exciting. But this is our year, one story week by week, and really you can follow the journey of a GNG, and we're so proud of our journey that why wouldn't we share this? Again, everything that is here has been delivered on already. So we've got, you know, Riga event, for example, our leadership events, we've got the rankings, you know, everything that we found that we delivered that was exciting on that week, we turned that into a storyboard. And this is, again, building on our brand and brand identity moving forward. So we have a section on it's all in the numbers. This really gives you, you know, the scope of the growth within this sector, and just some figures around that support. Again, this is just to re-emphasize why we're doing what we do, because this is the 600% is what we're interested in over the next couple of years. And the way the markets are moving, I think that and beyond is going to be very achievable. But, you know, we're seeing that growth, and we're seeing the reason for that growth as well is because of this transformation to Web 3.0 and the increase in digital asset users as we move forward. And that really forms the backbone of the GNG opportunity. It's those trends, you know, the 3 key trends, those linked with an index-linked fund is probably the most secure way to create wealth over time, because we've seen this happen so many times historically. So all we've done is brought these 3 trends together in the GNG opportunity through our PNGVN token. And then we talk about the index, building value before listing. So this is another question that comes up a lot. You know, why haven't we listed a token? Why aren't we on the market already? Well, there's a reason for it, and the reason is a very viable reason as well. Is because we've seen so many people do that and fail, and we don't want to be that. We don't want to be in that space. We want to be successful from day one of listing. So the idea of building value before listing is probably, I think, one of the most creative things in this space, and really hasn't been done. But we are now seeing that bigger companies are now following us with tokenization of assets. So if you think that this is a reality that's going to happen, then, you know, I can assure you that this is definitely something that's going to grow over and over. Many people are going to come into this space, but they will never have the advantage that we have of being the first ones to do it, and also the first ones to grow a community behind it for average people, everyday people like us to really benefit. So, you know, we're here to really champion so many things, and we've seen that through the commitments and through the trust of the community, we've taken the Penguin from 8 cents right the way up to 26 cents over the first year. And now, as we're moving towards our listing price of 50 cents, you know, the momentum that's going to follow will really drive this forward. immensely over the next couple of months. Again, we talk about the diversified investments across the whole NFT and crypto landscape. For you thinking we're just investing in art, there is so much in this space, and these are probably the key investment categories moving forward. And our spread is exactly according to the investment categories that you see here. So we have invested in 130 companies, as you know, in total. 100 in the NFT space, 15 in the top cryptos, and 15 in AI, because we see that again as the next booming industry moving forward. And who knows, we will have maybe an AI token in the future if that market really starts to kick off and give the predictions like the NFT market has. We've done a breakdown again of the token economics and the numbers behind the token. Again, I challenge any company out there to give me any report that shows any real value of what they've done over a year of delivery, and then maybe I'll look to change, but I know that it doesn't exist. So that's why I'm so proud of what we've managed to achieve in GNG. But all's there, the numbers, what's gone into the dividends, how much we've invested into the companies, and what we've achieved with the distribution of tokens down to the, as you can see, the exact numbers there. And of course, we are working towards our listing price of 50 cents and our dividend payout of hopefully 3 cents if we hit that 50-cent listing price moving forward. But this is these are the numbers to reporting, end of year reporting. A little bit again section on just the value and the expected numbers. Tony's going to talk about this, so I won't go into any details here, but you'll hopefully see the enormity of the opportunity with the numbers that we present today. And then of course the offer is more than just an NFT. You have your full back office, you have your penguin token, you have a dividend paying token, you get world-class support. You know, our support is most tickets are answered within 24 hours, and you have every single marketing tool that you can think of. And then we have a section on corporate delivery, not because we feel that we've delivered a lot, but because we feel that it's really important for people to understand that there's so much behind this opportunity and what actually goes on apart from this 50%, 45%, and 5% that we talk about regularly. There's so much more that happens within the GNG opportunity. You know, we keep an eye on traffic on our websites. We do updates to the websites. You know, we have an eye on who's visiting and from where. All of the deliveries in terms of our Super Sundays, our corporate Zooms, you know, everything that we've done. Again, you know, for those people who are like, well, what has your company done over the last year? You know, there's a hell of a lot that's been done and a hell of a lot that's to come as well. And then communication, because again, communication is key. We've had 38 newsletters. This is our opening rate. So over 60% are opening our newsletters, which is fantastic. Delivery rate is very high. And we've sent over 200,000 emails in a year. That's a hell of a lot of communications from a company in a year for such a small number of people as well, if you think about it. So, you know, just some of the things that we really wanted to highlight. Where we know we can build further on is, of course, our social media. But we also recognize that we have a mature community, and not everyone is so into social media, or they're selective about the social media that they use. But again, it's a fantastic tool. And I know in the coming months, especially with the work with CoinStore, we will be doing a lot through our social media channels as well. And we'll be on a lot of other people's social media channels. So there'll be a lot of information. So please do share their social media channels widely, especially when people join, so that they register into whichever one that they like. But you know, these numbers started from nothing, and they're real numbers. And again, you know, we would never put people in for the sake of putting people in, where we know we have a real numbers and real community backing us wherever possible. So yes, there is work to be done, but it's a great start for us. Then we have our roadmap, and the roadmap, we decided to put our past achievements and also to highlight what's next, because I think it's really important to recognize how much has already happened and how much is to come. But the 18th of March, we delivered our report. We will have all of our KYC done by June. You know, then we go into a pre-sale for the token. Then we go into our listing date, of course, celebrations, and then our first dividend payout, which is going to be really, really exciting. And over the next couple of weeks, we'll be looking at this interface, the user interface for the dividend payouts, because again, that's Web 3.0 compliant, and it's a fantastic tool, a very easy to use tool. that we've been building here for people to come and claim their dividend payouts, and everything will be explained appropriately to everyone in the community. Then there's a note of thanks really from GNG management, because none of this would have been achievable without our community, and we pride ourselves with the partnerships that we've made and the friendships that we've made on this journey as well. Our core leadership have really pulled through on many occasions to support the business, support us here in GNG management, and we're forever grateful for everybody's efforts. And there is so much more to come, and of course this is only achievable if we all continue to work with the same passion and enthusiasm moving forward. And then just on the report, we gave a sneak peek for the week 53, because the storyboards will continue. We'll probably be turning the first year's storyboards into a little book, so it's easier to see on the website. But that really is the whole, a little bit longer than I wanted to, because we only have an hour and a half for this meeting today, but that's literally the summary, or as good a summary as I could get, apart from you now going out and reading it, of the 1 year delivery report. And we call it A Great Opportunity is all about delivery, and I think we've definitely showcased that is definitely the case for us.
Brilliant, Simon. Everybody needs this explanation of how to read it also properly, so you made it a perfect sense, so thank you.
Thank you so much. Lovely. Thank you, Carrie. Right, guys, so thank you very much for listening in. I see that there are no questions with regards to the report, so I guess that's a good thing. I'm hoping that people will really take the time and effort to read it and use it, and feedback whenever you feel you'd like to. So now, without further ado, I think we hand over to the big Mr. Tony B himself, who's I've seen it. It's a fantastic presentation. I'm looking forward to hearing it now. So Tony, over to you, for It's All in the Numbers, please. Here we go.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you for all this great information. I hope that people appreciate what they have seen today and use it when they go out there and tell other people about GNG. And please don't overuse it, because GNG is not that complicated. It's really very simple. But use the information as the best you can. And then for us, there is only one thing that matters. It's what we call it's all in the numbers. And if everybody follow the numbers as we do, there shouldn't be any problems. So it's all in the numbers is the most important thing. And every single month, I have the pleasure and the honor to present the numbers from the company. And this is our numbers up to April 2024. So let's have a look. Here we have the accounts. We are now up to 4,863 members, and we have an average of $935 on each account. And the average here is very high. When we, like Carrie also said, that you have to remember that the last year when we started, we also have accounts who you could buy in for $50 and $100. So these numbers, they are increasing every single week. In March, we have an average on 1,600. So again, we can expect the numbers to increase also in the upcoming months. We have sold 11,762 NFTs. Turnover now it's 4,549,650. March was our best month yet. We had a record week in week 11. So we see now clearly that we are reaching a momentum in the community. That's also because we have now said that we are going to list on the 5th of July, and the dividend payout will be on the 19th of March. So that helps, of course, because that will be the proof of the pudding for our first step on this journey. Because penguin number 1 is, as we know, it's only the first one. So many people will say that we have 4,800 people and turned over 4,500,000. The first year is a low number in the network marketing business, but as a business, it's a huge number. I'm proud of what we have achieved and the journey we have so far. We have built it step by step together with the company. We have made some twists on the different things, but All in all, I'm very happy with the situation and what we have said and what we have delivered, and everything has happened as we said as well. So I think everybody should be proud of what they have done so far, and the future looks so bright. So, and this is what it's all about. It's what it is all about. It's allocation of the turnover, because if you follow this 50%, 20%, 25%, 5%, that's 100%. We don't have 110 and we don't have 90. We have 100%, and we make sure that we pay out 50% in rewards. We have done that every single Friday, except the one. And people say, why do you hang up in the one? Because that shouldn't have happened. And it was a third party in the beginning of January. But we pay out every single Friday. The dividend, the payout, it's 20% we set aside on the trust wallet. Investments is 25%, and the company takes 5% to the cost. And when we follow this, then we will have the following numbers. Rewards, we have now paid out 2,274,825. And when you think about the number of people we have in here and the amount we have paid out, there are many people who already are earning a lot of money. There are people who already has 20,000-30,000 a month. So, and remember, we are still in the beginning, and the opportunity is just as good for everyone when they come in now or you have been in for 1 year. The opportunity is there, and the opportunity will also be the same if you come in June, July. And the good thing when you're in now you are in the Penguin token number 1 from the beginning and get the good prices. But when the journey continues, you will also be in the following Penguin tokens, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the best place to be, and it's the rewards that will drive the community forward in the upcoming tokens as well. So now we come to the company cost, and people say, "Oh, how can they survive on 227,482 in a year?" That's easy when you know what you have and what you can use. And that's the number you have to rely on, and we are in a good position even with this money. We have events in Riga, Istanbul, in Romania, and we have been to Japan. So we are very, very strict with our financials, and we are strict regarding when it comes to the percentages. This is how it looks like at the dividend. The 20% set aside is now 909,930. And this is the part of the dividend that will be paid out on the 19th of July. Investments, we have total 1,137,412. That's the 25%. We have invested 691,292. And we have available 446,120. So we are last month we invested 100,000. We are still waiting for a better moment for investing. It's a little bit volatile at the moment. It went down 10% and then it went up again. So we will see now what's happening with the halving of the Bitcoin, and we are ready for investments when the market is right. Because the market has been right for us the last year. We have invested 691,292, and the status of those investments are 1,406,782. It's almost 120% profit on our investments, and that's also what we were expecting really when we saw the predictions for the cryptocurrency market last year. So we have done good. We have done better than the market, and that's very satisfying when you are looking at the numbers and the numbers moving forward. So this is the summary of the total up to the 5th of April. Turnover 4,549,650. Rewards 2,274,825. Dividend 909,930. Investments 1,137,412, and the company 227,482. And this is how we are placing the investments. It's on the Penguin Index. The Penguin Index contains the top 100 NFT projects out there, top 15 crypto, and top 15 artificial intelligence. This index we have picked out after following the market of the last years, and we see clearly that this top 130 are beating the total market. So our index has been a success, and it will also continue to be that. And here we see that, as Simon mentioned, that NFTs are more than art. It's a diversified market. Like we have here is the AI, blockchain, dApps, crypto. It's a lot of things that are in the NFT space, because it's also very close to the Web 3.0, and Web 3.0, as we know, is the future. So we have to think about, when you're talking about non-fungible token, it's not just about art. And this is the most important thing that I can say about our company and the structure of everything, because a happy functional community makes all the difference. We know that with the Penguin token, we will have a capital injection every single month now. Before we said that we will have this every single quarter, but now we will have the capital injection every single month. That separates us from everybody else. Free money coming into the token every single month for investments separate us from any other financial instrument out there. And when we top this up with the dividend injection also in the token, then we have something that's very, very unique. And when we then also put on the market growth, then it's this accumulation of all this is amazing. I will show you the numbers, how it works. And it's so amazing with a small number of people, small amount, how we will be a success in the future. So if you compare us to a fund, and the good thing now, and the most pleasant thing I heard in March was that BlackRock, the largest fund managers in the world, they are now launching their tokenized fund, exactly the same as we are doing, but the only thing that they don't have that we have a community with a capital injection every month. We have the dividend payout, but beside that, they are doing everything exactly the same as we are doing. So I have to say, welcome to BlackRock. We have been doing this and planned this now for over a year, and they are now launching their tokenized fund token. So it shows that we are doing something right when the largest investment fund in the world are doing the same. So this is how it will look when you look at the predictions for 2024 to 2027. In July, you can see this happy emperor penguin. He's jumping on growing sophisticated penguin. It will be in July when we're launching. Our goal is 50 cents, and then in July 2025, $5, July 2026, $15, July 2027, $35.66. These numbers are based on the following figures. We expect from July to have 10,000 people in monthly. Some people say that this is far too little, because people, and many of you are here, you have been in the network marketing before, and you see when things hits off, 10,000 is nothing. But we like to be moderate and modest, and we have said that, okay, let's say that we have 10,000 people monthly. And we rather beat the figures than the other way around. And on average, we have said 400 on each account. when we know that today we have 932, so we are under half of the average that we already have. But again, it's better to be modest and then reach the numbers. And then we have said that the market, the predictions, many of you know that in our previous presentations, we have said 600% from 2024 to 2026, and from 2023 to 2026. But we also have seen that the last year has given us almost 120% increase. So that year has passed. So we predict that in the next 3 years will give the market 500% increase. It's not us who say it. It's external companies who has done the predictions. So this is what we can expect now. And with this number, the 10,000 accounts monthly, and 400 and 500% increase in the market in the next 3 years, gives us the following numbers. I will now show you the numbers, how it's calculated. You can see here it's the capital injections, the 400 from 10,000 people, and the dividend.
Tony, you're still on your presentation screen.
I'm still on presentation screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, stop sharing.
I know you want Excel, so.
Yeah, maybe I should go there then.
Yeah.
There.
There we go. It's coming.
There we go. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. So this is how it looks like when you're breaking down the numbers. You have the capital injection, and that's the 400 each month, the members, and the dividend payout. So it's increasing every single month with the same numbers. You see here, you're starting with Penguin token number 1. Then we come to Penguin token number 2 when we reach 80,000 people. Then you see that the capital injection and the dividend is then divided into 2. So then we continue. Then in September, we will have the Penguin token number 3. Then we go down again, because then we have to divide all the turnover into 3. And then we come to token number 4 in May 2026. And then on January 2027, we will have token number 5. This is, of course, predictions. We hope that we could launch the token number 2 in October, and then the token number 3 in January. But this is all about the people. We are saying 10,000 people a month, or it could be, if it's 30,000 people a month, then it goes much faster. So you have to, but we think that our numbers are relatively moderate, and this is easy to, this should be easy to achieve for a happy and functional community. So then we can also see how the breakdown is with accumulated value. Then we see how the fund is performing. We have put up 500%. It's 16% each quarter in accumulated value. So, and then you see that we have in July 2027, the total will be 35.66. This is the predictions. I hope and I believe that with overexcited the community and leaders and everything, that we will beat these numbers. That because this is 360,000 people in total that we should have in the next 3 years, and I think that we will have a lot more than that. But this is numbers that people can understand and people can tell other people, because this is numbers that are highly achievable. So that's what I had to show you today, and thank you for your attention, and I will set back to Saima.
Lovely, thank you, Tony. I hope people can see the long-term gains within the GNG opportunity. You know, like we keep on saying, we have a strategy to take this business so far, but of course it's only dependable if the community and the company work together. We are committed 110% as a company. We're committed against our numbers. We have been committed from day one, and I think we've shown that in our delivery to date. You know, the real value here is that for a community, you need to see how you can make the money, and the 50% payouts is the key to that. Hitting Royal, hitting Emperor, helping people to hit Royal, helping people to Emperor is the only way to grow the business now. And it's the best way for so many people to earn. You've seen the numbers there, you know, nothing, we've not had to hype anything here. You know, even when we were putting the numbers together, we could have said, oh yeah, let's not go for 10,000, let's go for 30,000, 50,000, but let's try to hit those bigger numbers, but have at least a goal, achievable goal in sight. I mean, you know, if we do this, we will go down in history as probably the most successful network marketing stroke community building company ever. That's done it ethically, done it right, and done it taking the community forward first. And that's one of the, you know, those are some of the key things that we set out to do when we started thinking about GNG and putting this whole business together, is how do we make all those wrongs into rights, you know? And we're not saying wrong in a bad way. We're just saying where companies have failed, where did they fail and why did they fail? And how can we improve on that? And that's exactly what we've tried to do with GNG. And I think we've shown it in our first year. And when we achieve this, we will not only be the greatest network marketing or community building company, but we will be the one who will do it in the shortest space of time, which is you know, so commendable for everybody who's part of GNG opportunity. So I hope the numbers that Tony's presented show you our seriousness in this business and why we've set up what we've set up, but also show you the real opportunity for you to be part of something that's going to last you so long and take you to great levels of achievement with your head held up high. You know, that you're part of something that's going to deliver with integrity and with belief moving forward. So that's it from us. I'm going to now hand it over to Carrie, because I know Carrie's going to sum it up with excitement for you. And that excitement is not really me and Tony's forte, but I know that's why we have Carrie. Carrie is going to now ignite the information that we've shared and take you into the next week and month into flying momentum now. Hope there's nothing else in terms of me and Tony in corporate. There's nothing else we feel that we can now give you to move this forward more. You know, we can only give you our 100%, 110% commitment on the delivery moving forward, as we have already. There is so much happening. You know, we're kind of not worried about the date of the 10th of our listing date in July, 5th of July, but we are more kind of like, wow, there is so much that we've got to give people. They're going to just go crazy. But everything is now falling, you know, falling in place for us. And I hope people can really see the value of that. Let's see how many rolls we hit this month. Let's definitely hit a few, at least one Emperor for sure this month, who's going to take a fantastic bite of the pie. And we're really excited to be sharing that information and sharing this journey with all of you. And we really thank you again from the bottom of our hearts to trust us and to be a part of this amazing opportunity. And now let's take this. The world is our oyster, basically. No, very few people have heard about GNG, and now it's our responsibility to make sure everybody has a chance with this. Over to you, Carrie. Thanks, Tony.
All right, thank you, Simon. Thank you, Tony. And this is the day I've been looking forward to, that you share the information about that how the people can read the reports, and then Tony be presenting about our new predictions, which are very, very low, in my opinion. Now, when I've been talking about and sending the report, which is super professional, out of there, and I have a very lengthy conversation with serious people to joining in. But, you know, first of all, I just need to say that once again, you know, those of you may have not heard, I've been in the industry for over 30 years. And I've seen a lot of company coming into the market, and the first year is always the toughest one. So we beat everybody that I know that is real for 5 to 10 times at least, even though the numbers are, for me, like, you know, you all, you know, Simon, Tony said that I'm not very happy with the numbers, but, you know, the year was also not so easy. for many reasons for that. Let's put it that way. And when you want to launch a different kind of a company that is not predicted, there's a certain way that 99% companies goes. And that's easy. They invite you to Dubai, they pay the crazy money and blah, 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 and then they disappear. So during this time, I've seen some of my very good dear friends already, being promoting 5-6 companies within this year. And it's like unbelievable how they do these things. So why we did this, we wanted to do something solid because all of us has made a mistake, and I wanted to build it properly. And now this is the fundamental thing that you guys all need to understand. So we reached, in the level that, in the first year of companies ever existed, we done 5 to 10 times better than any of those. And this, and additionally to that, we are transparent. So the momentum that I am seeing now at the moment on our first year or after the first year, the second year is going to be absolutely phenomenal. And I kind of have to disagree with the numbers that we only go 500% or whatsoever, because once you all there behind the screen now, which I would love to see you in person, explain to you, have the meetings, meet the peoples around to you all over the world, make the tour. So what is the best way to do it? So explain it thoroughly what we are actually doing. So I'm looking forward to the number that, all you guys over there will still be able to make 4,000, 5,000x in a years to come. So we will hit $100 easily once we get our information delivered properly. I know it takes a lot of time. So because what we are doing, it's simple. It's very simple, but we are very different from all the other companies. So be patient and just keep explaining. Tell them how we're going to do, how the dividend is going to grow, how the value of the token is going to grow, because it is going to grow. We have only 250 million tokens. Every day, every week, every month, we got, financial injections into it. And that will enable us to invest in more in properly time and manner. So we already show now that we are the best index company in the world. There is nobody even close to the numbers what we did with the so small number, what we already had done, we proven to the world. It is incredible. And once we deliver those numbers to the people, they will go crazy. And this is exactly after the, it was 3 weeks ago when we first announced the numbers. We've been talking very vastly about it. I have no problem to say we're going to hit $100 very fast. And from this point of view, it's 4,000, 5,000x in a very short time. I disagree with the numbers because I know what the network marketing can do. And all of you guys has been, creating a big volumes, creating a big numbers. And if you all stick together, now there is about 60 of you, 70 of you, plus Romania, 40, 50 behind the screen. And I don't know, 50, 60 with you, Mark. I don't know, 50, 60, 70. So we have about 300 people in this call. And we're going to meet those numbers. But now we can be very proud what we have created. It's unbelievable. It's been tough and a little bit frustrating as well. But these numbers, I've been waiting to hear from Tony B. And now the proper explanation from Simon that now you can read the report, because if you haven't been able to have these kind of things, now you have the knowledge, proper knowledge how to present it, because there will be a lot of questions. So, but the professionals, when they see the report, say, wow, this is crazy. How did you do this? So it's very simple, but we are for the common man. And I believe that we will hit the numbers much more faster, much more better than anybody else, because the market is in favor for us. And in terms of that, there is so many BS companies that is not making their promises. We are keeping it. Everything is transparent, and you should be proud about that. So I'm so happy. Be brave. Just keep sending and showing and sharing the information. Don't stop. just keep pushing, because the people will join when they see the numbers and they see the opportunity. So they will be, because we are the Coca-Cola of the index fund. Don't ever forget that we created this. BlackRock is following us. So we are Coca-Cola and BlackRock together. What can be better than that? So we are extremely unique company in the whole environment. Like Simon said, we will be left in the history that this was the company that broke again. They lifted our networking into the next level. That was our main goal. Make networking great again. That was our first slogan, why we came into the market. And this is exactly now the moment that I can say honestly that this is what we have now done. We have now lifted the networking into we have made it great again. So